Okay, let me see if I can explain how to establish and maintain a grade using a piece of equipment like this. And yeah, don't leave your track like that. I can't demonstrate it because the guy who owns it is the guy who was operating it the other day, and he doesn't like to be showing up. So what you can see here is where I back graded with the truck a little bit. It has an adequate established grade, as does out there. You can see what the problem is here. We'll come to this a little better in a moment. So what you do, well, let me come over here to begin with. How much material do you have to work with dictates where you set your blade. Why he came across here and pulled up all this rubbish after John had it buried, I don't know. We're just going to ignore that for the moment. So, back to the little dozer crawler. The reason you have to go forward is to keep your tracks on grade. You tilt your blade at an angle, be it right or left. How far you tilt your blade is defined by you don't want any material spilling off, leaving a kerf like this on your off side. So that defines at what angle you tilt your blade. How much material you have to work with, your highs and lows, then define quite where you're going to leave your blade in height. On this type of machine, where you set it, it stays. It does not float up, it does not float down. It is there. And with your blade tilted, you then drive forward, creating and maintaining your own flat grade. Height is dictated by how much material or depth you have to fill in. I know the light's not so good here right now. Kind of put my boot in there for scale. Now, a problem child area like this, you're going to have to put some material in and work a little bit. But if we started here where we have a reasonably flat grade, and we set our blade, here, maybe a 2-inch off grade or above grade. Here, we've got some transitions. So, you pick a depth for your blade, how much material you're moving. And here's the thing, if you lose it, if I come across here where it's rough, and I'm not filling in enough, the machine will start to, I call it porpoise. The dozer will go up and down, and at that point you cannot manipulate your blade fast enough to maintain grade. You have to retreat, move backwards, move more material, move to the side, do whatever it is. There's enough material here. Again, ignore this rubbish. I don't know why he pulled it all up. But if you came across here working your way, in this case from left to right, they're going to fill back to that tree line anyways, and they're going to have to bring in more material. You can see it slopes too much. Just keep maintaining your grade, and when I say grade, I mean going forward. It is going to continue to slope down here, but again, they're going to bring in more material. And this stuff, if you watch videos, this regrind tarmac should be put down in 4-inch layers and compacted in between each run anyways. So that's not an issue that we're running a slope here. But again, you start on grade or create your own grade, establish your own grade. You can see there, despite the rubbish where I went with the truck in front of that backhoe in yesterday's video, that's a reasonable grade. It should be smoothed again, and this rubbish creates an issue, but ignore the rubbish for the moment. But that's how you establish, create, and maintain a grade. And again, the moment you lose that grade for whatever reason, a problem child area like these holes, you have to retreat and start again. You have to establish and maintain that grade. I can't stress it enough. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. The machine's hydraulics will not respond quick enough. And if you see how this machine is sitting here flat on grade, the blade doesn't have a float mode. Wherever you set it is where it stays. So if I want to try and back across this moguls here, if I back up endlessly in circles here all day long,